Well, welcome in everybody, ladies and gentlemen, Twitch, YouTube, and as of today, Kick. I have started a Kick as well, ladies and gentlemen. So, whatever platform you are on, welcome to the stream. We are going to continue the fresh playthrough of Dune Awakening with my level 72 character. Wow, I've actually managed to get her up to 72. As of yesterday, we have a scrap buggy that I had managed to go snag. Still has the scrap front haul, chassis, and rear haul. Not a big deal though. Um, Loading in, getting things ready. I did find out that I do have enough steel ingots to construct the utility rear. And what else was it that I was looking for? Oh yeah, the MK3 cut array to make things a little quicker. Um, I was also looking at possibly upgrading this bad boy here to go ahead and pick up the large, which looks like I actually have enough to do both the buggy and this. So, you know what? While we're at it, let's go ahead and and we're thinking about it. Let's go ahead and demolish that. Oh, let's see. Do we have any room in any of these chests that I can get that metal back out of the buggy? Alright, this chest has enough room. We'll go ahead and get that metal out of the buggy so that way we can put our medium ore refinery in. Whoops. Apparently we do not have enough power, ladies and gentlemen. So, how much power am I going to be short? It's going to be the big question. Okay, so we need 2 gens built. And for all intents and purposes, we will go ahead and pull. And then refill. Alright, so we did end up going down by a few days, but so we got 304 in that one, 152. So what we can do, split that, and then evenly spread that, so then that way we're good all the way around. Now, with the addition of the medium ore refinery, we now can go ahead and make aluminum, duraluminum, plastinium, which we're a little ways away from being able to hit that folks. We can even get some plastone, so we can get away from the granite building. But here in Haga Basic, granite building isn't the end of the world. But we can go ahead and start doing it. How much leeway do we have? Oh, geez, we have plenty. Maybe I didn't need the second extra generator, but only time will tell. Now, out of curiosity, I did manage, just before starting the stream, I did go ahead and set this up here so we can get some more water filtration going. But one of our problems that we're going to come across is if I do that, it would delay getting our buggy components done. what I'm kind of thinking about doing, just maybe, we go ahead and we forgo putting the extra water in because we're still only working on steel product. Might need to see if I got any blood sacks over here. Still have some blood in them. I don't. Okay, so what we could do is take the big large sacks with us. Can I repair this now? Or a welder. Oh, look at that. Might actually be able to just make a new one. Let's see. Can I make a new one? Is it this fabricator? Yeah, we can make one here. So 8 cobalt paste, 12 steel. So 12 steel, that knocks down to 65 steel ingots. And if I repair it, it's only 1. Alright, we're not going to get a lot of life left out of this one, but it'll do the trick. Alright, for those of you that may be a little observant, or a little more observant, yes, I do have a thopter. But I'm still early game, so we're pretending that I don't actually have a thopter. So we're going to want to go run through the chome extraction. Hold on. Let's take just a moment here. Run back in. I always seem to do this. I get in a rush to get ready to leave, and then I go, wait a minute, let's look at a couple other things. Can I make more cobalt paste? No, I can't. We are going to be a little short on cobalt. We only have 45 sand. So we might need to go ahead and think about doing a sand run as well. Let's make sure that inventory still shows I got an MK3. Yes, yes. Let's swap out for that Regis. And, you know, just because I know we're going to be filling blood sacks, let's go ahead and repair. Where'd it go? It's on this list. Oh, there it is. Let's go ahead and repair that, just so that way we know it'll make it. So, we need to get erythrite. So, what we'll do is... Oh, I know why this looks so funny. We'll take care of that later. It's a small problem at the end of the day. But squeeze our buggy out of here. We'll head down into the Haga Rift. We'll go ahead and make a trip through and get some erythrite. So we can make some more cobalt. And while we're at it, we'll even snag some batteries. How we doing out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. And maybe I should leave some cash at home, huh? Don't need the extra cut array with me either. Thank God I'm realizing I got some of this stuff before I go racing off. Uh-oh. Either there's a fallen ship here that's getting eaten, or somebody triggered a worm. Alright, so we'll leave that cutter ray home, because we don't need it. Light darts. Oh, I only got 15 light darts? That's not good to find out just before I leave. Let's go ahead and I said I have over 1,000 of them. Don't tell me I already got them in my... No? Weird. Oh, it's all in my inventory. Never mind. Alright. Well, they'll be here and ready for us to use. Is there anything else I should leave here? Copper off 38. I'm thinking I probably don't need that. You know what? Scrap the cop off 38 because I don't need that in my inventory. Yeah, we do have all 3 of our perks. We did manage to make it through that trial, so I'll take the melange beer with me. That way if I need to re-up my spice, we're good to go. Alright, now let's head down to the rift. Alright. Maybe having binoculars with me every now and then wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't have to second guess on which way I'm trying to get to this Chone facility. Think I can get into a Chone facility right over here? Oh, I drove past it. So it must definitely be below me. Somebody parked their assault there. Oh, I wonder if that's the guy that gave me my scout, because his base isn't set up for having assaults or anything like that parked at it. It was kind of cool coming across that dude. He did show me some bases that him and the boys watch quite regularly for them to fall. Because at the end of the day, we're all just a bunch of scavengers. I think I can land on that lip, because that's where I want to be. Now it says there's ray amplifiers in these Chone facilities. I've apparently came across them, but I must not have opened enough. Of the chests there. Let's see. Funny thing about it is, some of these areas I've actually never driven through. So like this little tunnel to get down one is new to me. And this being the 4th playthrough, you would have figured I'd have found this tunnel at least once before. I was just hoping that this was what it was, considering down on this portion of the rift over here, when I wanted to get here, I found another one of these tunnels that took me up to the next level. So it just kind of worked out in my favor. Definitely going to want to go find some more iron nodes so that way we can build our next iron chest. Wake up. Somebody's here. Why does it act like I have no... Because I don't have a shield. My shield's missing? Oh, crap. Well. We're just going to pray that things go smoothly. I don't know why my shield would be missing, considering when we seen each other yesterday, I had a shield. Still can't believe I have no shield. I feel like I should head back to base to grab a new shield, because that's interesting. I had one yesterday and I don't understand why there isn't one for me on my person right now. I do know for a fact that yesterday I was dealing with a considerable amount of crashing. So maybe that has something to do with why I have no shield. Can't get lucky enough to find a shield up in here. Even if it was just a cheap one. Don't recall trashing said shield. At least I still have my passive belt available to me. So, I mean, I guess there is some bonuses. You know what? Let's check to see if there's any chests up here, because remember, we're also looking for ray amplifiers today. I gotta remember. Definitely need to try to remember that I don't have some of the skills and gear that I'm generally used to having. Oh, hello. Alright, now that one's been taken care of. It's funny, I keep trying to activate a shield that's not there. Alright. Yeah, with this load of cobalt paste, we should be pretty set for a little while, I'd imagine. Does put a chest back here anywhere? Probably not. I already sucked all the water out of him. Alright, that's the last two ray amplifiers we needed to be able to use a buggy cutter ray instead. So that'll be a nice little addition. Alright, now I did see somebody walking. There they are. That and now usually when there's one, there's a second. Alright, melee guys are easy to take care of without needing a shield, because typically they don't shoot at you unless you manage to get above their heads, out of range of their weapons. Alright, so we should have... There's one. Where's the second? Usually we have two other thruite crystals outside each one of these locations. I'm only seeing the one. I wonder if somebody just came through and some of this is just respawn, which is always a good possibility. Do I have my compactor? Yes, I do. So we can also try to make the trip down afterwards too. Ooh, need to make some aluminum because that's gonna die soon. Then again, if I have to, I guess technically I could probably drop to an MK3 battery pack until I could fix that one. How I ended up with one of them so early is As you can see, it's not in the best of condition, but I did manage to unlock the sand wheel from the DLC. Now, one of the problems is you basically got to be ornithopter ready for it. So at which point, who's actually able to build this early game? I was all sorts of disappointed because, well, quite frankly, when I built it on my main playthrough, right after the DLC came out, I already had everything in storage to build it, so I didn't even actually pay attention. I just cranked it out and made myself one. Figured they're a lot of fun. Why not get it unlocked early here? Have a wheel in the early game instead of the sand bike. Then disappointment set in when I found out that, well, it's not that easy. I like how that melee guy never actually ran over to me. That made it a lot easier. His body got all sorts twisted and contorted. Contorted. Yeah, not words, English. Come on, we know it. I've been down into this one many a time.
Need to reload.
All right. Now, there's going to be some snipers in here. There's also a heavy right there. Let's start poisoning the heavy. Wow. Alright. That was a little better than I'd planned. I thought I was going to have to deal with him. Now there's two more snipers up in here. So let's go ahead and heal the max. As close to max as that one will give me. Yeah, no, we have... Oh. I thought I shot you. They actually had two of them up here. That's new on me, Chet, because even I didn't know that two would spawn right here. I only knew about the one. Now I know there's usually one that hangs out right there. And then there's usually one that hangs out right there. And that should pretty much be everyone. Yeah, I got his blood already. So, we should have a pretty easy time going through the rest of this cave. An easy time is relative since I don't have a full dispenser built, but I do have sugar wire. We can finish filling up on blood. If I need to, possibly drop some items from my inventory to make getting as much of this out as possible. Reality. Think I can. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see. Believe it or not, I have actually never explored down here to find out if there's anything even worth going after. Since I don't have a full suspensor belt, or a battery that's going to hold up to using a full suspensor belt anyway. Alright. Nothing. Alright. You expect me to cut that? Oh! Alright, that was not what I had in mind. Okay. You know what, we're not getting many out of that one now, because why can't we hang generators like that in our base? That would be so convenient. Come on, devs, get it together. Let us hang gens in our base. That would be way nicer than what we deal with right now. A long shot. Holy cow. Alright. I don't even think my wife's ever noticed that, because I think she would have popped up and said that she noticed a gen on the wall. Alright, we're doing pretty good. I think this might be one that you definitely need to cut array to mine, but we'll see if I can reach it from here. Holy cow, got it. Alright, there should be 2 NPCs down here for me to deal with. No? Wow, alright. Cool. We'll continue our little grind on leveling up our Harkonnen as well today. Which will definitely be a XP and come on. Give me an angle that I can. There we go. Alright, so I think we're at the bottom of the Hogger Rift now. Huh. So, we can go back up. The way we came, so we get back to base. Or, thinking maybe we can trudge down here with the buggy, load up on as much flower sand as possible. It isn't always a bad idea. The buggy is ready to do it. We do need sand, so facing the right way. Yes, I am. All right. Which will give us the ability to go ahead and pick up some more iron. More carbon. Wow, people actually have their ornithopters parked down here. And a buggy? Holy cow. Yeah, those ones must be ones that people just abandoned down here thinking they would hide from the storm. That's really my only thought as to why they would just be parked down here. Because game mechanics does protect you from the storms down here. As a matter of fact, there was a storm way up there. Granted, doesn't really affect me down here. Sounds like we're getting pretty close to the Harkonnen base. You know, now that I think about it, the Bene Gesserit, right? Is it Bene Gesserit or Mentat over here? So I don't know if we'd actually... Let's look at something real quick. Okay, yeah. So that's Mentat. I think we already did hers. Bene Gesserit, she's the trainer that's up at Riftwatch. If I go back to Journey... Oh, you know what? I don't think we're... Yeah. You know, chat, it might actually make more sense to go do that. ADD kicking in. Different ideas. Just trying to figure out which way we should go. Life of my story of my life. Always getting sidetracked. I'll never forget my first experience coming down here. I was on a buggy, on a sand bike, which was quite the scary experience. Okay, we made it. Oh. Oops. Alright. I always get lost trying to get out of this area. I don't think this way is going to be my way out. We're going to try it anyway. Hey, it worked. We're on the way out. Yeah, one of the scariest parts about going through here on a buggy was when you first come over to Riftwatch, it would tell you that the zone was changing, and it's like, oh great, what am I getting into? Alright, definitely gonna need to start picking up some iron when we get down there towards this flower sand. Alright, so we're going to want to come over here so we can avoid the drum sand. I definitely feel a whole lot more comfortable putting this thing out on the sand now that we've got an engine that is in good shape. Alright. At some point, definitely want to come back over here and try to do this testing station, because it's actually got, for being somewhat early game, it's really actually, it took me by surprise with how hard it is. But on top of it, it actually had some pretty decent rewards for being early game as well. I forgot we were sitting here looking for iron while driving over to the flower sand. That's a piece of iron I just seen. Nope, just a rock. Thought that right there was a piece of iron. So that actually looks like just trash on the map. Alright. Now that is iron. Hey, what? Mark III hand cutting item, cutter ray. Works like a champ. Makes quick work out of iron. That's an iron rock right there, so let's go ahead and snag it. We'll probably need to do on this round of iron that we produce too. Definitely want to possibly consider building some iron chests so we have room to put all this too, because otherwise we're just going to end up filling our base full of scrap chests. Which, won't lie, chat, does do the trick. We'll take some copper with us, because though I have plans on making that water cistern, yeah, I did. Though we have plans on making that big water cistern, the smaller, well, actually, I don't even know what I'm thinking now. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't need that granite. I can get rid of the granite. Get our compactor out. And we'll just take over the spot for the... That Sardaukar ship, I have been down here enough. That Sardaukar ship shouldn't be in a bad... shouldn't give us too much hassle being over here. For those of you that play Dune, I'm sure y'all already are well aware that this is a safe flower field for quite a ways out. And if you didn't know about it, you're welcome. I just helped you guys out. Yeah, I tend to park whatever I bring down here considerable distance away, but it's more of that just in case factor, because Lord knows I don't want to lose it. Not only that, I can go ahead and leave whatever vehicle I have that far up as my respawn, and whatever I have in it doesn't get lost. That's right, first time I've... Okay, so I definitely need to go collect some more blood. There is a camp right over there. I mean, we can go hit that camp too. Now we should be getting ready to step out into worm territory relatively soon. So I will have to watch how many times I compact the sand. On another playthrough, I came and actually did this with my assault earlier, and not once did I see the worm actually breach. Now, of course, on that playthrough, I also have a far nicer compactor rocking. I hear him. He's moving around. Oh, that's the granite I dropped just a little bit ago. There he is. Told you he was moving around. Probably, since my base is so small, probably won't collect this entire field, because first off, with this compactor, it'll be going forever trying to get it, and my base don't have room for 6,000 flour sand in it either. Let's see, how many thousands of flour sand do we have in this thing so far? 2,600? Yeah, we'll grab a little more and we'll head back to base. We'll find out where my shield went. Like I said, we'll go ahead and continue our mission with the Harkonnen division. Get part of the Harkonnens. I tell you, that worm don't seem to care for me being out here on his sand, because he is doing an awful lot of patrolling. Yeah, it's funny, the day that I met the guy that gave me the ornithopter, I'd actually messaged Haga Base in-game chat, wondering if they had moved this field, because I came down here and there was no flower field to be found. It was just completely gone that day. It wasn't even putting up the white smoke. So I'm actually quite pleased and glad that that field is still here. Alright. Oh, we got a crashing ship coming in. Make sure we grab some iron on our way. Hide on this side of the rock until I know he's gone. Well, that's somewhat close. You know what? Let's offload that. We'll offload the blood bags, fuel cell, and that good knife or weapon there. Let's see what happens. See if I can't. I remember I don't have any boosters on this thing, chat. Damn it. That's all we're hanging out for. Let's get back to my buggy. I was really hoping there'd be a blueprint in there for me, but can't always get that lucky. Alright. Now that the heart rate's up a little bit. Alright. Let's go get these 2 nodes, mess with this, or 1 node, 2 nodes. I see a second one.
Shield on. Found you. I need reinforcements.
Oh, Jesus. That ship ain't left the area yet? Let's see if hiding under this. I thought I seen another iron node over here. There it is. It's not the one I was thinking that I seen, but take it. Alright, let's cut back across here. Where she moves out of view on me.
Who's that? They're here.
I got you, Doc.
Yeah.
Alright, we are maximized out on our blood. Looking pretty good. Hey! How you doing, Jeff here? Thank you for the follow. How's your day going today? Alright, now we work our way back to the base. Wow, very nice. Definitely happy to hear people are still playing and enjoying Dune. I don't know about you, but Dune has definitely been one of my favorite games to play since it released. Very nice. Yeah, my last stream I managed to steal a scrap buggy so I can collect a little more on my runs. Here shortly I'm gonna I have the MK3 cut array for it and the actual utility bed, so be able to collect even faster. So I'm definitely excited for that. What faction did you go for on your playthrough? Stay on the sand and we'll keep hugging the wall all the way to the base. Okay. Yeah, I'm on this particular playthrough I went Harkonnen, but I went with Harkonnen, the Harkonnens, with the full intention that I'm actually going to betray and become Atreides. Because out of 4 different playthroughs I've done, I have yet to do the betrayal of a particular faction. And not only that, I did watch another streamer just a couple weeks within the last couple weeks betray the Atreides, and it's like, well, since you're betraying us, I'm gonna betray you. That was kind of the thought process. I know him playing doesn't mean anything. He's on a private server, but hey, it worked. All right, now we're back at base. Out of curiosity, can I? No, I can't. All right. Well, what we can do, take what iron I can. Just upgraded to the medium ore refinery here in the base, so that's definitely a big step in the right direction. I don't know if you follow any other YouTubers or streamers out there, but one of the YouTubers and streamers that I watch highly suggested putting your starting base once they want you to move up here out of South Aga Basin, to actually put your starting base over here, because then you got a quick trip over to the rift for erythrite. There's actually right here at this camp, just in this little valley, there's a huge flower field, so that way you can collect as much water as possible. So I just kind of rolled with it and went, you know what, it makes sense. Alright, so be able to place another iron chest. No. The PvP ship is literally right here. So, I mean, I'm close to one of the PvP areas here in Haga Basin. And one more iron ingot, and I can build this. There we go. And now we can finish unloading my buggy. Kinda. Alright, we're back up to 9 days. Get erythrite going. Oof. Out of water. There we go. Get some water flowing. Now, did I get them out of? Yes, it did. All right. You know what? We can. All right. So as far as my buggy's concerned, let's go ahead and build that. Uh-oh. Oh, we don't have enough water. Okay. Well, we're gonna have enough water here in a few minutes, so just a few moments actually. All right. So let's get that welder out. And I found this MK4 storage, which I was definitely excited for. Scrap hull. Gone. Oh, buggy. Craft. Alright. Hey, good afternoon, Demir. Donir? How's your day going? It's kind of weird saying afternoon since it's still technically morning for me. Woo, look at that. We finally got a cutter ray on the buggy. Alright. Means we'll probably make another trip down to get some more eartherite. So, we still have plenty. Copper don't take anything, so we'll go ahead and make the copper up. Steel ingots. Alright, so we're gonna be waiting on water. I hear water battle right now. Where did my shield go? Because I had a shield until the game crashed on me yesterday while I was... Oh, is that why I don't have a shield? Okay, I think I meant to craft a Mark III. That's what it was. I meant to craft a Mark III, which I need more steel ingots for. Okay, you know what? This Mark V that I found, it's a little worn out, will hold up long enough to go collect this water. Come on, climb. Thank you. Made a new tube town. Nothing being wrong with being a lover and not a fighter. But obviously here in Dune, we're going to be doing a lot of this. Because without that, we won't have water early game. Come on. Would you leave him alone long enough for me to...
Eyes on target.
Uh-oh. I don't have enough power in this power pack. What? I'll get what water off these guys I can. Hope to God I can take on that heavy that's up here messing with people. Look at that. Oh shit, you got back up.
It'll be over soon.
Well, out of all my experience, that has got to be the first time I've ever managed to lose my power pack and still make it through an entire battle. Did I? Oh, great. Okay. Well, that sucks. And I can't even cut the battery because I don't have any power in this power pack. I can't believe I did that. Alright, so to solve the problem, I do have an MK2 power pack that I can throw back on for now. See if I can get back over there before those bodies despawn. But I can't wait to get my next set of trials done. That one's done. Alright. Ooh, alright. I just barely got over here in time. Steal that. Take that. Definitely gonna have to get at least that MK3 power pack built. Because I could tell you what, the MK2 power pack really doesn't. Oh yeah, if you haven't, I don't know how much time you've got in the game, but if you ever come up on a camp and they're fighting each other, what it was is the game essentially ordered a kill squad, and it's the system's way of refreshing the enemies um, in a particular camp. I don't know if it's for something to do with the server or just so that way, like if there's some heavy artillery in there that we're having a hard time doing as players, maybe the game sends it in to knock those out. I'm not 100% sure what the reasoning behind it is, but all I know is I'll take it. It makes life a lot easier in some cases, and again, gives me more water sacks to keep these water purifiers trucking. So definitely ain't complaining there. Alright, we need aluminum for that one. Alright, so let's go ahead and craft the one MK3 shield I can make. Oh, Dunier is about to log in and play shortly as well. Nice. Same question goes to you as well. What faction did you choose? Oh, that's right. I'm wearing it. We're going to offload the MK2 since I'm able to make the MK3. We'll recycle that, get those materials back. Okay, so you also need to look at. Alright, I need more steel. So we should be able to produce that, and bump that up the list so that way we get our steel going. Oh, and to answer your question, I just noticed that the PvP area is the wreck of the cathedra. There's that PvP area for this side of the map. And then, of course, the wreck of the palace. And the very first PvP area is the wreck of the Action. I ain't even going to try to say it again. I've already learned that I can't say it once the first time the right way. I'm not even going to bother. Alright. Now let's put this... Oh. Gate 5 shield away until I can repair it. Let's throw those. That. What's in this? In that chest. Hey, hold on. Might actually have another chest that already has that. Sure, all my blood bags are still on me, because we are going to go on an adventure. Alright, so we got a good battery, good shield. Everything's pretty much repaired and ready to go. Oh, so those are things I haven't found yet. Nice. Alright, so we'll leave those here. No, out of the chest. Storage. Put cash there. Oh, I didn't grab the... Oh well. And it's looking like I'm gonna need a fuel cell before I leave. Go ahead and top off the buggy. Oh, I don't have any. Weird. I thought I had some. Alright. I know I'm feeding. Oh, there it goes. We're gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Figure out a good spot for that. Okay. Unwedge it from... See, it's kind of funny that this buggy has such a hard time hanging out right here. I don't quite understand why it has such a difficult time wanting to hang out in that spot. but it does. Alright, so now we've got a fuel cell on us. So now, to continue the trip for... Alright, so we're going to go up here, seeking guidance missiles. Our Conan. The enemy's last... While that ship's floating around, chat, I think this would be a good time for me to just step away for just a brief moment. So I shall return.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Alright, so I leave to let the ship pass and come back to a storm. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so a little short on steel ingots right now. Alright. And we'll go ahead and throw 2 more of these proper ones up to give myself some more storage. And it looks like we're going to be able to make 10 more iron ingots out of what we've got. Alright. Or steel, rather. Let's hope for the best. Let's go for it. And at the beginning I mentioned all the flower field. There's actually a pretty decent sized one right down there. Oh wait, hold on. I don't know if I can make it back and over there in time, but let's find out. Hey, on the bike. I just realized that's a great time to harvest that. I think I got... Okay, I got a Dew Reaper on me. I just need to see... So I thought I had some smaller meter drops. I do. Alright, let's... Since I'm trying to crap, that's probably a good idea to do this. We're just gonna drop down. Oh, Jesus. I don't even have my knife out. Oh, man, he kind of ruined my... Come on. Oh. Alright. How much more? Oh, well, you know what? That's more than what we had. Alright. Let's swap those back out. And what we'll do is we'll just put them in the inventory here on the buggy. So that way we still have them with us. Worst case scenario, it's just water we could drink while we're on this mission. Now, I know you both said that you played Dune. How far into the game have you guys made it? Alright, so that's gonna be below me. if I jump. Does this go down? It's got to go down, yeah? Maybe I can put this where it's going to be. Sheltered?
Enemy found. Engaging enemy.
Hey, sheltered right here. Cool.
They're coming. I got you covered. Enemy.
You know he was shooting for me from right there. Where is he? Well, he actually managed to hit me that time. But where's he at? Oh, you fell out of your perch. That's where you were. Okay. See. Now, because I got the buggy parked there, you know what? No, I'm going to have to take it down with me. That's the only real answer. Maybe we'll just erythrite farm while we're down there. Alright, so if my mission is below me by 300 meters, my best bet would be to jump down and into the rift right about here. Oh, thank you, thank you. I know, I impressed myself. Thank God there's no fall damage for the vehicles, because this thing isn't the best. Alright. Any luck? This is going to go down. Thank you. Yes. Alright, so we get further down into the rift by going this way. Alright, just using that is already a 2-to-1 ratio versus hand cutting it. That's nice. How you doing, sis? Yeah, those rocks are called erythrite. It makes cobalt paste. And mid to late game, kind of go through a pretty good chunk of it quite often. One hour of sleep. Why only an hour? Well, for example, this Mark III shield, I want to say this Mark III shield used some of it. Yes, I know. I hear them talking. Mark II, Mark III. Yeah, this one used 11 cobalt paste. When it comes to making ornithopters and stuff like that, this one's going to use 14 just for the hull, another 14 for the chassis, 14. I mean, you kind of start getting it. I mean, just for the Mark III buggy that I'm running, it takes 13 just for this hull. That's why I haven't built my own hull, and I'm using scrap buggy I found. So far, I've replaced everything except for the front hull and the chassis, but for the most part, those are the two things, well, three things that wear down the least. I think in order to make my Mark III cut array that I'm carrying, you know, we could. There is a player market within Dune. The unfortunate thing about it is there's been a lot of people that have quit playing, so the player market itself isn't so active anymore. This server that I'm currently playing on, come on, you can let me cut that one piece. Alright, I just heard somebody take a pop shot at me. Where are they? I heard them. I don't see them. But yeah, since the player base has dwindled as bad as it has, player markets aren't flourishing as well as we would all like to see. Some servers have a really bad duping problem. So, dupers, because of the duping problem they had, hyperinflated the economy on these servers that had the bad dupes. What do you mean, duping? There was a duplication glitch, which, oh, alright, so now I'm within eyesight of you. Where are you? Oh, there you are. There was the ability for people to do what's called duplicating or duping, and at the end of the day, it was just duplicating a particular item, like for example, spice melange, and then selling lots of it for relatively cheap. And when spice melange is cheap, almost anybody on the server can afford it. Well, if they make it cheap, players are going to buy it, so that way they can build their tier 6 armors, their tier 6 weapons. It helps, like in the example of when I played on the Harmony server a little while back, which I still have that account. And if chat's interested, I always log into one of the other accounts I have, and or not accounts, but playthroughs, and show off, you know, like the Harmony server. And but I mean, anybody that's played Dune so far that might be in chat already knows about Harmony and how their server is. But it made it real cheap, so people bought a lot of it. And then the dupers would actually charge you. So like you would go to like I don't know, we'll call it DuneAwakeningCash.com. I'm just throwing out a website because, well, it sounds good. And these essentially bot companies wrote algorithms to make the characters do the duping for them, and run the duplication glitch over and over and over again. Well, when that happened, it hyperinflated the market because, well, now people have money to spend. Well, once they have money to spend, they'll spend more of their Solari in game, and it's just a revolving circle. So like something on the server Mahoney and I both play on for our main playthroughs, the dupers never managed to hit our server, and because they never hit our server, a particular weapon might only cost me about, I'd say, 50K. No viruses. Because what they would do is, so once they've achieved the Solari that you'd want, they would tell you to go to the player market and place a particular item on sale on the player market. And we'll use the example of they would tell you to put one of these gun parts on the market for the total cost of your Solari, and then you would put that on the market, and they would buy that one item off you for that million Solari. And that's how it would work. So I mean, theoretically, if you did it right, you could almost, if you just happen to be in the area and you notice that one item was a million, and you happen to have that one item on you, you could actually, in theory, throw it on there and snag somebody else's cash. But no risk of viruses with the way they did it. I just know that's how they did it because a few people in our guild in the beginning actually did bust out the credit card and bought Solari off of one of those websites. I probably really shouldn't be filling my pockets full of these crystals and things, because there could be something down here for me. Wow, there's a whole cave full of eartherite. Oop, I almost did not make that back up. Uh-oh. Where'd I come in at? Oh, my buggy's below me. Alright, we're gonna have to go back and investigate that cave because there's quite a bit of crystals in there. Alright, well, now that the cave is on my map, and I know it's there, maybe we come back with a better cutter rate later. Alright, so that's further down, so hopefully this chum facility takes me down. I don't see why it wouldn't. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of crystals in there. Okay, so I've been into this cave quite a few times as well. I'm actually kind of worried that I'm forgetting that there's an NPC or something in here. Actually kind of spreads this. Alright, so maybe I've never been in this cave before. That away so I can run a little faster. I imagine there's something down there. Just like that other cave that I was just in. There's got to be something down there. Oh, okay, I do have it with me. Oh, nothing there. Weird. Oh. Oh, we got some Solarian stuff off of that. But yeah, as I was saying though, this server wasn't even safe from the duping problem that plagued Dune, which kind of amazed me because it is definitely must have been a higher pop server quite a while back, so okay. Alright, heal. Really? Oh, it's the same cave I was just in. Okay. Well, let's get rid of the poison effect. Probably gonna fill my pockets up on this one. Yep. So. Alright, so that was the last crystal in that cave. Yeah, it's funny, I actually convinced Daily Driven to pick up the game before he moved. And then he moved and he doesn't have internet to play it now, so it's kind of a bummer. I've actually been taking care of his base the whole time. Making sure it keeps power. Ooh, what's down that way? Oh, okay. There is something down that way. I just can't get the buggy any further. Oh, there's a testing station down there. Okay. Well, I'm not worried about the testing station right now. Oh yeah. Well, I keep asking him, you know, hey, have you got your internet figured out yet? And he keeps saying that, oh, I'm on the list. I'm waiting. Which I get it. It took Cox a little while to get us set up out here, so I mean, can't be mad about that. If I'm mad about that, that's kind of my own reason for being mad. Can't wait to get a better cut array on this buggy because Mark IV, you know, we'll just jump all the way to Mark 6. The Mark 6 focused buggy cut array cuts these like butter. Then I get double the amount. Oh well. I'll have it eventually. Okay, so that's showing further down. Alright, there's gotta be a way down that doesn't involve me dropping into an abyss without knowing where I'm going. Oh, I know. After having Cox Communications for fiber here, I don't know if I could go back to the other internet source. I mean, if I absolutely had to, I mean, I guess I could make the exception, but alright, so now we gotta take that package we just got next to this down ornithopter all the way back to... Oh, hold on. What time is it? Okay. I got time, chat. I got time. I can do it. I ain't ran out of time yet. Come on. We can get it. Being down here in Haga Rift, kind of lost track of daylight. Ah, man. Almost. Let's see. Did I grab? Oh yeah, I did. Man, didn't even get halfway. That's baloney, I'm telling you. Alright. Top the buggy off. Well, finish burning that. What, down here? Down here in the Haga Rift, we are actually sheltered, believe it or not. So even if a storm rolled through, we're protected down here. You notice it says enclosed when I hopped out of the buggy.
Eyes on target.
Stabby stab. Stabby stab. Give me your water. Give me your water. And all your belongings. I mean, in theory, I could build a base down here in Haga Rift and take less damage. Like, you notice there's a buggy just chilling down here. That's a Harkonnen skinned buggy. But unfortunately, it doesn't say whose it is. I can't really interact with it other than that. But that buggy will stay. That was kind of random. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, salvage metal and armor plating. Yeah. Right now I'm pretty good on both those, so I'm not gonna worry about taking any of that home. Do know I need to take my buggy and scoot across to western Vermilius and eastern Vermilius Gap area and go get some more iron ore. Oh, somebody just up and parked a buggy right, not a buggy, but a sand bike right there. Alright, so we'll grab some more earthrite on our way up. Oh, let's make sure he don't bug us. Will you shoot at me? I'm definitely not gonna turn down free blood. Alright, and we rolled and we're going up now. Now I've been in here more than a handful of times and collected earthrite. Definitely a lot nicer doing it with a full suspensor belt, but it's mainly because if you notice there's a little indicator on my screen. We'll cut it from this angle. Alright, we're out of the radiation for now. Yeah, full suspension belt makes being in this room a whole lot more simple. Because then I can get out of the radiation faster. Now the storyline has it, if I'm not mistaken, I haven't done the story on this account. I have to come down here because I'm chasing someone. And investigate the body. Which his body is right here. But I gotta wait until I do that story so I can do something with it. And I know I could drop down here. we're going to do that. Oh, really? I got too close to... Damn it, I didn't get out of there fast enough. Alright. Can't tell they're trying to hold you in the radiation that much longer with that. It's funny. Up to this stream, I was sitting there going, man, I don't have any ray amplifiers. I gotta go find them. And now here I am sitting on a pretty decent amount of them, not gonna lie. I mean, decent enough. I'm not swimming in them by any means, but definitely have more now than I had at the beginning of the stream. What's Buggy getting? Pretty good. I'm definitely happy to see I've got all those. You know what? 2,200 eartherite. We'll get it. You know what? We'll go ahead and continue our mission. We'll definitely be back down in here for more. But I'm getting tired of hand farming this stuff. That's why I got the laser on top of my buggy to make it faster. Makes it faster, and I collect more at a time, because if you paid attention to how much I was getting every time I'd hand cut, I was getting half of what this thing gets. Almost exactly half. Alright. And yes, I've got a knife that basically one-shots everything, because
Sector weather
a couple of weeks ago,
a large sandstorm is approaching.
I checked the server, and the Harkonnens had one Landsrad. So I took the cash that I did have, and I went to the Landsrad vendor and bought 2 Regis knives, which gives me 115 damage per swing. So in theory, if I really wanted to, I could get that Mark V shield that I just put back into the storage earlier. I can get it out, take the buggy, not the buggy, but the ornithopter I've got hidden away right now, and only use to fly to the social hubs. I can get that out, fly out to deep desert, and start taking on deep desert runs.
Sector weather alert. A large
But
sandstorm is approaching.
I started this playthrough as a grind, you know, back to the beginning, doing stuff as if I had just came into the game. Yeah, he's shielded, but he's suffering from... Alright, so you see how it's blowing dust around? The sandstorms actually cause damage to you and take health from you. But because I'm down here in the Haga Rift, there's no sand damage. And that's why you'll find people's buggies and ornithopters just parked down here. And in the case of that base that was back there that I just passed, I didn't even think to point the fact that that base is here. Now, Funcom, the developers, would you mind knocking that shit off and quit shooting my buggy? And believe it or not, NPCs shooting at your equipment does actually damage it, as you see it's sitting here smoking now. Bastard. Thing about it is it is a scrap buggy, so I mean, maybe I'll tear it apart and when I get back to base, and that damage there was just standard wear and tear damage. But the reason why it started smoking is he took the cabin that is on this thing and took it down below 10%. But yeah, the chassis and the front hull are the only things that's left as far as scrap materials, are being part of the stolen scrap buggy that I snagged earlier. Otherwise, I have... Oh, and I did find the buggy boot in a chest on one of my testing stations. So I'm like, yo, Mark IV, yo. Let's go, because now it's bigger than the one I can build. Holds more, so... Definitely was not complaining there. This thing is set as my spawn point, yeah. Okay. Oop. The one thing that just floors me is how badly this server is inflated. Now, one of my, if you remember, I think I said I was in this cave before. That's because this is the one I was thinking about. There's NPCs in
Identify
here.
yourself. There's my left one empty.
There's more NPCs in here than I remember. Use you. Go bother somebody else. Alright, so now my blood sacks are full. Oh yeah, easy kill. Part of the reason why I went ahead and I wouldn't say cheated, because it was something that I was able to afford. I earned the money. I didn't buy my way into it. It wasn't pay to win. But yeah, one of the reasons why I got it was because being in this area of the map, because where I've got my base set up is right over here. And this is Jabberilla Fret, which is slaver territory, and it's definitely far more difficult being up there than it is being in the eastern Ramilius Gap or over here in western. I've got a lot of research points stacked up. No, we won't worry about that yet. That's aluminum tier. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to aluminum. Definitely going to want the radiation suit before too long. See, I've unlocked the ornithopter. Let's unlock the storage unit. Seeing the... Alright, so now I got the ornithopter unlocked. Technically, I don't know. I'm gonna defer to you and maybe my wife, and if one of the other folks that tuned in is still here and wants to answer this. Now that I've actually officially unlocked the Scout Ornithopter, I do need to go... Ooh, responsive. No, it's not the belt I was thinking of. Technically, since I've... Ooh, heck yeah. I need to go get aluminum bad so that way I can start making those. Ooh, yeah, that's going to take me a minute too because I got to go get insulated fabric, which is up in the Odom. Technically, because I've unlocked the ornithopter. All right, honey. I'm going to defer to you and Sis for this question. And the couple guys that I have that were in chat, I don't know if they're still watching. I'm going to ask you, since I've unlocked the ability to craft my ornithopter, my scout, would it be right if I started using the scout that was given to me?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? You're given a scout and now you can unlock your own scout. Which means now you can repair your own scout. As soon as you can repair that scout that was given to you.
Well, technically I could repair it the whole time with the welding tool.
That's all you have the ability. What is it? The recipe.
Yeah, I have the recipe, yeah.
So, yeah. Start using on go.
Alright, well, my wifey says that there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, because now I actually have the recipe to make it. It should be perfectly fine for me to rock it. Ooh. Oh, I can put one of those on my base. Yeah, free water. Ooh, thank you.
Awesome. I saw that you sold 2 of them the other day.
What's that?
So I saw that you sold 2 of them the other day.
I did. I took a couple yesterday. All right. Well, let's get out of here before those NPCs respawn. Make my knife. Wait a minute. I don't know what you guys got, but stealing it. It's unlocked. Fair game. All right. Fair enough. I mean, technically, I still don't have all the materials to build it myself. I almost feel like I should at least run a load of aluminum through my ore refinery before I say, yeah, I'm with you. Maybe make a trip over to the Odom. Or not the Odom, but Mesa Terrail. True, true. Quit shooting at my buggy. Yeah, it says that if I've got the recipe unlocked and somebody gave it to me, it's fair game. I'm golden. Did they respond? I feel like my chat's not popping up on the screen like it should be. Yeah, no, actually, I actually seen the updates with Michael that he's no longer going to be in game before Jacob had actually said something to me. So in that case, because I knew about it, well, first off, why are they taking him out of the game? I mean, yeah, I understand they lost licensing. That'd be the only reason why. But was it a situation where like the owner of Pinhead was like, no, I don't want you guys doing it anymore, blah, 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 or whatever. The Halloween people that own the Halloween franchise I would assume there's a reason. I mean, if he does come back, I'm definitely not against it. But with that also being said, I'm definitely not against the fact that he's leaving, because just like Pinhead, just like Demogorgon, when they announced the departure, and all the cosmetics went 50% off, I logged in, and yes, I don't have I don't have the Auric cells anymore for the battle. My quote unquote battle pass. But you know what? That's fine. I now have all of Michael Myers' skins unlocked. Which, let's be real, Michael Myers didn't have a lot of them. Alright, look at that. I'm officially filled those water leader johns. Let's go ahead and well, that makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, it is Halloween chapters IP, so. But if it's anything like Stranger Things, like you said, they'll most likely be back. I'm gonna have to make a PSU buggy PSU as well. How much room do I have in here? I know where's some aluminum nodes are. We'll run and grab them real quick. What do you mean they can't fix him? I mean, Frank Hebert, or whatever his name is, the owner of the Pinhead, and he's always hated that name, by the way. But the owner of that IP straight up said, "No, there's no. He can't bring him back. He won't let it happen." When you say tried to fix him, maybe I'm not understanding that one. Coming to an agreement with the owner of that IP, uh, that makes sense. But fix him, I don't think he was ever broke in the sense of needing fixed. Now, fixing the arrangements with the owner of the IP, that makes sense. But I mean, if the dude don't want it done, I already know the MK3 buggy cut array can't cut this, so I got to do it by hand. But at least it'll make me feel a little better. Ooh, Callie's breaker. Oh, Callie's breaker doesn't do... Oh, it does do aluminum. 48? 36. Okay, so Callie's breaker is definitely better than the Mark III I've got in my hand. Yeah, I thought Pinhead was in a good spot game-wise, but it's the owner of the IP that said no, he won't let behavior do it. And it's because of the previous IP owners and what they had done, essentially tarnishing the Hellraiser brand. That's why we no longer have Pinhead in the game, is he didn't like what they had done. Probably getting pretty full. 165. Want a stack of 500 if I can, or at least close to it. Yeah. Unfortunately, Dead by Daylight really hasn't interested me or my wife in quite some time. I mean, I'm still picking up DLCs and stuff. As a matter of fact, knowing Michael's gonna be gone, this way my honey has Michael on her PC and on her account, so no matter where she plays, she can use Laurie Strode. I did make sure to pick up the DLC for $4 on Steam, so I don't think I'm gonna be worrying about power cells in that base for a little while. That's making me feel good. Alright. Are there any more real quick aluminum nodes so I can start heading back across? Yeah, there's two right here. Come on. Thank you. Maybe there's a couple aluminum nodes right over there. I got a buddy of mine that wants me to give Marvel Rivals a try. Played the finals for the first time last night, or first time ever. That's definitely an interesting feat. Tell you what, after playing that though, ADD Central on that game. Sensory overload to top it off, Jesus Christ. I will say the finals graphics are freaking amazing. Storage is full. Alright. We'll grab this last node and oh yeah, finals is definitely very popular. I can see why after playing it last night. Well, if I'm gonna try it, trust me, it'll probably be streamed. Because I know probably within the next, I don't know, I'd say probably hour or two, I'll probably kill my Dune stream and move over to Arc Raiders because tomorrow morning at like 2 a.m. the expedition happens, so my raider is going to leave, and at which point I'll be starting the game essentially from scratch or from fresh again. You know what, we'll stay on the upper road, that way we can just head to the base and offload a bunch of stuff at the same time. And for every million I have, I'm gonna in stash and in my raider cache, I will earn an extra skill point. So the whole idea is to have 1 million, so that 5 million, so that way I can maximize out and get all 5 skill points. Now, unfortunately, I'm at like 2.7 million right now. So I'm not making it to 5 million today because there's just no possible way. Embark also kind of dropped the ball and didn't give everybody enough of a notice, shall I say, in how much time we truly had. Oh yeah, 5 mil. I'd say it's easy enough to come by, but you got to be able to play every single day. From the time they gave us the number, you have to be able to play a minimum of an hour, essentially an hour a day. And, well, quite frankly, I get home from work, there's days it's like, you know what? I just don't have the mental capacity to deal with playing a PvP game and actually going against other real players. I'm going to pass on that whole idea of PvPing people. Uh-oh, I may have screwed up. Took my buggy away, I couldn't. Come on, we can get around it. Ooh, we got around it. That worked. I can't believe that worked. Oh yeah, it's actually a lot easier to do than it seems. You had to at least be able to play an hour per day, every day from the time they said something. Yesterday I did manage to go up like 500k, but I played for like, I don't know, about 4 or 5 hours yesterday. So I mean, and then of course, you know, it comes to the whole idea, just like Dead by Daylight, you can only put up with so much of like the killer's bullshit before you get too fed up. It's just dealing with other people. You played on the public slam with me, so I mean, you get what the grind was about. Pretty cool. It didn't jump around that time. You know, I'm actually kind of wondering. Storage. Hmm. Amplifiers. Oh, this chest. Okay. Buggy. Aluminum. Damn, almost brought home. Oh, look at that. 20 days worth of power. I have 26 battery cells left. But that right there makes me feel good. All right, so now oh look, there's fighting going on. I go get more blood. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. That's why I'm standing here. Alright, so steel ingots I need. Less than 20. I need 14. Alright. Can I make some more steel ingots? Yes, I can. Alright, so you know what? While that's cooking, we are going to go get more blood from the blood bags that are fighting over here. We're gonna hope that light don't actually see me in here. Actually, you know what? I guarantee they won't see me in here. Oh, look at that. Hopefully before too long I'll have it. What? Oh, that particular timer is real time. Yeah, no, if it's power for your base, that's real time. So I got 20 days of actual power for this base without having to worry about hitting the power button, which makes it extremely nice. Okay, so wrong press. All right. Hmm. Dune, blue floor. Back to that. Utilities. Standard filters, makeshift filters. Okay. Oh. We come here. Okay, so I need 5 aluminum per standard filter. Make sure the aluminum is steel or makeshift. So I can make 50 aluminum ingots right now. I don't want to give up the water out of that, considering I'm about to deposit. Oh, deposit all. Alright. So I can make 16 more aluminum ingots currently. Alright. And take the leader John, repair them. Only had 3 of them? Okay. We'll put all 3 of the leader Johns in there. Grab my good one back out. Oh damn, I probably didn't even need to go get all that erythrite that I went and snagged. Jesus. Alright. So I own 15 blocks. Make 78 more. Hold on. Oh, shit, look at that. I guess I can. Alright. Well, since this is probably going to become a full-fledged machine now, oh, hey, my box can actually go a little higher. Okay, cool. Well, if my box can go a little higher, how much? Not high enough. Well, maybe actually high enough. Let's see here. We go R, back to Dune, Bruise, floor. Why can't I put it there? Exceeds the height. That's bullshit. And utilities. Alright, the ornithopter just became a viable method of transportation. We're airborne, folks! We're free! Might actually take a trip out to the deep desert now.
Ah, it's you. Let's get to work. Oh, yes.
I will
Let me
say
feast
this,
my
that
eyes
is
upon them at
definitely going to
once.
make getting
Oh,
to level 5
excellent.
Harkonnen a
Yes,
whole
yes.
lot faster and a
My
whole lot
superiors
easier.
will be quite pleased with me for... That is, pleased with us.
Just a slip of the tongue.
Of course. The desert sun mummifies my vocal organ and I misspeak. I cherish your contribution. The rewards will come. I am well versed in many pleasures. but that knowledge is for myself. Flattery? Well, you're not wrong. What do you want to know? Oh my. Then far be it from me to profane your innocent ears or dirty your shiny, unblemished brain with knowledge. Let's end the conversation.
He was not happy with me for calling him out for his drug use.
Ah, it's you. Let's get to work. I am well... Oh my... Ah, it's you. I
You know,
am well... Flattery. Well, you do have an open mind. Samuta takes me to a place of... well... a great height. From that vantage, I can look down at all of my spinning machinations. Understand, any lowly addict can imbibe the drug. It is the music you listen to that activates and shapes the experience. Impediment or enhancement.
nice.
The right reverberations tickle the nervous system, awakening the Zamuta in such a way the mind views the universe outside time and space, like a god. I've heard rumors, yes. Symphonic soundscapes modeled after the acoustics of black holes devouring one another. I didn't know they were true. You truly are my new favorite, and not in the way I tell all of my recruits. We will talk more of this. Ah, it's you. Then allow me to glut you on opportunity and carnage. Military deserters have become an epidemic on Arrakis. We must dissuade with violence.
Alright. Troopers have done the same House Larkonin tasks with exterminating every deserter that can be found on one of their bases in the Haga Rift, thus sending a clear message to others who may be wavering in their alliance to the prepare.
I thought so. You have a...
Alright. I wonder when that hit the ground. It's freshly smoking, so I mean, relatively soon, I would imagine. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm acting as if this is playthrough with my other accounts. And I'm going to leave that spice there because it doesn't do me any good to take it. Alright. Am I going to get close enough to that door? Yes. Excuse me, Jeff. I'm out. I'm off. I'm off your sand. I'm off your sand. Leave me alone. Oh. My bad, Jeff. My bad. I was sinking in that quicksand too. That was scary. You just have to build the gun. You research it. Yeah, it's as far as the where is it? Right, right here. It's in the iron on your research. Research it, craft it. Um, I won't do it to this base because this is my streaming, but you can either use the standard. Where is it? Base reconstruction. Oh, I don't have any iron right now. Um, I can probably no, I can't make any iron because I don't have any to. I don't have any ore to make it. All right. But yeah, as soon as you make it, it's no different than pulling out, say, your ornithopter, your BBT, pointing down at the base, clicking on it, and it says it's going to store it. Just make sure that if anything you want to keep, like the buggy, is tore down, put into a storage unit. Your ornithopters, vehicles in general. And then if your base, considering I don't know what your base looks like, you see how there's some sand right there. Make sure your subfief isn't on the sand or on rock inside your base, but make sure it's over like the floor panel here before that happens, because it won't let you back it up either unless it's contacting. Um, And then it's just as simple as saying, yes, you want to back it up, and it's going to tell you that, hey, the subfief and all the land claims are all going to be taken down. It's going to open up the land for somebody else, and you just go, I understand. You hit click, and boom, the base will be picked up. Um, just make sure that you get all your vehicles put away before you in the chest that you don't want to leave just sitting on the sand. Um, Later on in Discord, if you want, I'll stream you the alt account and show you how easy it is to put the base back as well, because I did pack up both the alt account bases on Hestia. And the water sacks are already fighting again. That was quick. I wasn't expecting that. Oh. The only thing is, putting the base back could be a little bit of a tricky situation. How you doing, Okami? Give me a second. Sure my internet can handle it. Library store. Oh, it's already downloaded to my PC. Okay, well, I've already got it downloaded. Interesting. think I did. Maybe. It says it's in my library. Okay. Jesus, it's 109 gigs. Oof. All right, it's downloading. Oh, I get that. Oh, nice. I got crab heavy boots here. Alright, let's see. What do we got to do now? I guess I can unlock a few more things. Oh, that's duraluminum tier. I'm not really worried about unlocking that yet. $65 for that. Yes, we'll unlock that. Even though the steel suit that I'm currently wearing has, I think, better armor protection than what I just unlocked. Yeah, 156. Alright, so yeah, I had no clue it was at that level either. That actually amazes me that it's that large. I noticed that I got oh, I still gotta go to his camp and receive that. Oh, okay. Oops. And I still have my bike and the BBT, so thank God I'm actually in the rift.
Found them! Help! Help!
Oh, you little... There we go. You know, shit. That you ain't lying. It used to be massive. Hell, I remember one of my laptops I had thinking, oh geez, 325 gigs? I'm never gonna fill that space. Shit, now my computer's running 3 terabytes and I'm always looking at games going, shit, what am I gonna get rid of so I can play the next game? technically, I could just fly my ornithopter down to the next level. Alright, man. You have a good one, and we'll definitely catch you here after a bit. I know one of my plans was to get leveled up with the Harkonnens.
Sounding the alarm!
Alright. Damn.
Someone's here.
Yeah, here, I thought I had... So, I know I had actually planned on putting more storage in this thing than what it's got, but I just haven't got around to it yet. Okay, hold on. Of course.
Reveal yourself.
Oh, we're getting there.
Shields up. I need reinforcements.
Let's get this guy. Need to reload.
You know, I'm sitting here killing everybody, and I forgot I kind of need to grab blood while I'm at it. Every now and then I gotta sit here and think, oh, that's right, I'm not late game, I'm not late game, I'm not late game.
Someone here. Where's my
Alright, now I gotta report back. Up the stairs we go. Around and around and around. You guys respawn yet? No, but I'm sure your body's despawned, so keep going. Am I gonna come out somewhere different? Did I screw up? Start going up the wrong side? I hope not. Oh, I came up the right side. Alright, cool. Yes, my love.
One lady did a Kevin McAllister's shopping cruise trip.
Uh-huh.
1990, you paid $19.83. 2025, she paid $60. And it's 10 items.
It's 3 times the price. I think I've seen that same video. Alright, we're dealing with a little bit of a lag issue. Which generally means what I need to do is do a restart to the game.
Ah,
And
it's
it gets
you.
my game to
Let's get to
acting right
work.
again.
Such brutality sends a message to the rest. Violence is a solution, but horror is preventative. Prevention is better than a cure. An entire Harkonnen unit tucked tail and ran. Worse, they have some sensitive documents. Get said documents. Hurting anyone along the way is a bonus. Remember, those documents are the priority.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to fly back to base, upload our pockets, learn a new blueprint that I managed to pick up. Hey, I got those pants. It's actually not a horrible armor value, considering that's 156 and that covers pants and I'm not even getting sounds from the blood purification machines, which tells me the game is acting up. Alright, so, chat, we've been at this for about 3.5 hours now. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and fill my water container. I got the blood purifiers full of blood purifying. I got what's left of the aluminum going. Maybe a little later I might hop back in and do some more grinding to get some iron and such off stream, and that way we can skip some of that tomorrow. We'll go, now that we actually have aluminum, I can actually fix some of those bags. Holy cow. Oh, no iron. Medium. Alright, medium. Hey, look at that. I actually had enough I could repair my large blood stack, which was getting pretty tore up. Let's see. Out of curiosity, I believe it's here. Yeah, large. Alright, so maybe tomorrow we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a fly around and head out to the Odom. Pick up some insulated fabric. Run maybe a couple of the caves and such up there, so we can, two of them specifically to get that, and maybe we can hopefully get some other good parts. I would like to possibly get that built tomorrow. Definitely would love to be able to. Oh, I don't even have to say I'd love to. I do have an MK4 power pack I would love to put back on, so let's see. Who knew I'd be working my way to this as quickly as I did today. We're going to put the broken MK4 power pack on. I do have, it's definitely a lot cheaper than building a new MK4 currently. I do believe, see, this is one thing that I haven't really said. I was given a full suspensor belt by the same guy that gave me the Thopter. Well, now I can build them and fix them. So we'll go ahead and swap back out for this one. We'll keep this one a little more fresh, and we'll put it in the drawer down here so we know. Actually, you know what? Let's kinda wet beat. Let's do a little bit of rearranging, shall we? Take that tool, that tool, that tool. that one. Might actually go ahead and scrap some of these. That takes duraluminum, so we're not going to be able to do anything with it yet. Matter of fact, since we know that blood sack's about to break, we'll swap it out. Hold on. Oop. And then we'll run these up here to this chest, just so we know what is up here. We might, being honest, I might actually take this. I don't know, I'm kind of... Where's MK? Oh, that's why. I don't know how that beeped like that, or took it off, but what we'll do is I'll put that there, and I think I'll go ahead and... I was just thinking maybe, because this server is inflated, I was thinking maybe we'll just throw these 4 items on the server, on the exchange, or these 5 items on the exchange real cheap. But I just got to thinking, it's like, if I do that, what good's it going to really do me in the long run? Because anybody that would be in use of these 4 items, maybe even 5th if you want to count the passive suspension belt, what's the chances of getting to the market and finding it? I mean, the passive suspension belt is the first thing we unlock. Most people probably aren't going to be anywhere near interested in any of these, and with the market being so inflated like it is, I don't think it'd do anybody any good if I were to try to sell them. So as much as it kind of pains me to do it, we're just going to handle it from this perspective. Just get our materials back in that. Alright. I need iron ingot to fix that. Alright. Well, chat, until then, I will say, everyone, I'll most likely possibly be back to do some streaming on Arc Raiders. I know I just promised that I would most likely stream some Marvel Rivals for the first time. So depending on how my friends want to get together and do this here in a little while, it could be some Arc Raiders first and then some Marvel Rivals. We'll see. It could be some Marvel Rivals and then Arc Raiders. Only time will tell. Until then, chat, I want everybody out there to have a great evening, day, or night, whatever it is for you. And we will catch you here in a few hours. Till then, have a great one.